Hello everybody and welcome to a new video. Today we will be talking about Informal Frog macro. This is by far my favorite macro to use. It frequently gets updated for the anime tower defense games you like and quickly gets fixed when there's a problem. The first step to install the macro is to join their Discord. Here you'll have all the information you need to get started, but I will also provide an easy follow tutorial. The first step to install the macro is to join their Discord. Here you'll have all the information you need to get started, but I will provide an easy to follow tutorial on exactly how to set up this macro in a video format. Once you're in the Discord, you can click the first link to their website. Now that you're here, you'll have to connect your Discord and then purchase the option you want. Today I'll be showing you guys the Anime Expeditions macro, but there are also many others, with the most used one being Anime Vanguards with a total of 40 full updates, or 44 actually. Now, prior to downloading the macro, you have to install AutoHotkey v2. Here it'll show you the installation steps for this by itself. I've already downloaded it, so I'm not going to go through this. AutoHotkey is basically the platform which Informal uses as its base for you to use their macro. After this step, you want to install your version of the macro. So here we go. I'll first download this. It'll come in a compressed file format. Okay, now you have to turn off antivirus temporarily. I know this sounds crazy, but it's necessary for the Informal macro because the Informal macro is a false flag, and it's only flagged because it's an AutoHotkey file with many lines of code, so it looks like a virus to your computer. But trust me, I've used it for the Vanguards macro myself for like a long time now, so it's honestly, I've never had any problems with it. So by my experience, it's not a virus, trust me. And many others. You can look literally everywhere. So what you want to do is you just want to go to virus and threat protection. Now you have to go to manage settings. Just turn off real-time protection temporarily. Now what you want to do is you want to create a folder. I'll just create a new folder. I'll call it Informal macro. Now what you want to do is you want to get to your Informal macro. So now that you have your compressed Informal file, you just want to extract all. So I'll just use WinRAR extract files. Okay, it'll extract them all right here. Now I want to put this folder into my Informal macro folder. So now that it's moved into here, you want to go back to virus and threat protection. You want to scroll down into exclusions, add or remove exclusion, add an exclusion folder, and then I just want to go to just click on your Informal macro on here and then just click select folder. Now that I have that, you can immediately go back to the normal page and just go to manage settings again and turn on real time. Now that you have that done, you can just go into your Informal macro. Wait. Okay. Go into here, Anime Expeditions. Click on main. Just run anyway. And now we have our Informal Anime Expeditions macro. So I just wanted to clarify something with the next part I'm about to add in. I was trying to make an example for how you could run the Informal macro with routines and stuff, but I kind of got messed up. So I'm just gonna run back like what I said before all of this stuff happened. So basically, the macro I used was in the Informal server right here. Once you're in the Informal Frog Premium server, you have to go to claim key channel, and you basically have to claim the key that they give you once you bought the macro. So once you claim your key, you can't share it with anybody else, and you have to lock it to whatever device you use it on. So make sure it's your main, and if you don't, you only get one reset. So you have to make sure that it's only on one device. So if you share it with a friend or something, it's gonna lock you out basically, and then you'd have to make a ticket about, oh, I bought the macro and stuff. So anyways, so once you're here, you get all of this. You can head on to configs, and configs is where you can find all of the games. If you go to browse channels and roles, you can click the ones that you paid for, and then you can go over to the channels they have. For me specifically, Anime Expeditions, you have AE request, custom mode, routine selector, which is what I used for this video, because if you do routine selector, you can do one stage and then you can do another stage. So let's say at night you think you can do 50 runs of the new event, and then right after that you want to do 50 runs of a mastery stage to get some gems before you wake up in the morning. You can do that. right? And then it'll keep looping every single time. So even if you suddenly like stop, like everything's done, the whole round is finished, it'll loop and then it'll go back to the villain event. So what I did was I clicked on this one, which is a useful one for a no unbound, basically a no unbound Spirit City raid. So like anybody could really use this as long as they have a strong-ish DPS. So what they did, right, was if you go all the way to the top, you need to import this code into Informal by pressing import on the bottom right of the screen. You have to make sure these are in your in-game slots, and that's all you have to do. As long as you use the routine selector mode. So if I were to go into Informal Task right now, they give you two selectors. They give you a custom map config, which is basically to make your own, and here you have routine selector. So what I did was, I don't have Roblox on right now, but I copied the code, I pressed import config, I went to my routine, I added the task Spirit City raid, and I set for how many runs I wanted, put the act, press save task. So now this task is directly linked to what you imported. So every single time you want to use it, all you have to do is click it. And if you want to make a new list so you don't have to delete it, you can just add a new one and then it'll give you a different loop. Like if you want to do story mode, then expeditions, or expedition stage 1, 2, and 3 in succession. So you can do stuff like that. So I added it here, and then that's literally all you have to do besides following the settings that they ask you. So phantom placement, you have to turn that on, this one off, and then etc, etc. Make sure for this one specifically that you turn auto start off, because if you don't, it'll auto loop restarting the match again and again, and that's not preferable, especially, you know, for how long it kind of took me to figure that out. Once I saw somebody's image down here, if I could find it, someone had an image with their game on auto start, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe that was my problem. So let me just find that real quick, because I can't, unless it's not here, but you know, that doesn't matter at the end of the day. So now that I've done that, I'll show you the media that I recorded on just how this macro works well for me. Okay, so it kind of took me a while to finally figure out, but I had some of the settings wrong for this Unbound Spirit City one that I was showing as an example. So now if I just go to routine selector, I'm in lobby. You have to, for this one specifically, you have to make sure auto start is off, or else it'll auto restart you forever. The units are pasted in once you did import config. You just have to make sure that Spirit City is selected. And now you can simply just go to run, go here, and just press F1. Now we will see how long it'll take for me to complete a stage, and how many times it'll do it, if it'll repeat it, and whatnot. So now, as you can see, it restarted and it worked perfectly. It took around 7 minutes and it just restarted. So from this specific macro or specific routine I've used, you can expect 7-minute runs. And if you don't have an unbound, it might take longer, but it's definitely better than like macros that are one single recording and then one day it messes up and it waits another 7 minutes or however long for another macro to restart, so then it'll restart you on the losing screen. It's just overall better, more useful amount of runs for your time if your macro doesn't work perfectly. So that's all I have for you. I hope you enjoy the macro, and I'll see you next time.